Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ang Yiming, the Secretary of Singapore Cancer Society. The time now is 5:30 p.m. We have 32 members who are present with us online, and we have received a total of 25 proxy forms, which means that we have met the minimum quorum of 20 for the meeting. Please note, we have muted everyone's microphone, and if you have any queries, please click on the raise hand button and we will address questions towards the end of the meeting. Now, this is the first time that SCS is conducting a virtual AGM due to COVID-19. Based on the SCS Constitution, the AGM must be held by 30th April every year. However, due to the circuit breaker measures, we were unable to do so. SCS mailed a postponement of AGM 2020 notice to all members on April the 6th, informing them about the decision and to seek agreement to defer the meeting. As of the deadline to respond by 17th April, SCS did not receive any objections to postpone the meeting. The Commissioner of Charities has issued a guide on the conduct of AGMs during this period, which allows for charities like SCS to have our AGM virtually. However, as electronic voting is not specifically provided for as a means of voting under the SCS Constitution, we are only able to conduct the voting via proxy, and the default proxy person will have to be the chairman of the meeting, which is Mr. Wee Leong Hao. With the easing of the circuit breaker measures, SCS had decided to conduct the meeting today, 24th June 2020, and to conduct it virtually so as to comply with the prevailing safe distancing measures. The notice of AGM with the minutes of the 54th AGM, the annual report for 2019, audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2019, and the proxy form had been sent to all members on 10th of June 2020. As of the deadline to vote via proxy on 22nd June 5 p.m., SCS received a total of 25 members' proxy forms. The guide by the Commissioner of Charities also requires SCS to allow for members to submit any queries pertaining to agenda items and for SCS to address them before the commencement of the AGM. As of the deadline to reply by 17th June, SCS did not receive any questions. Before we commence the business of this meeting as per the agenda set out in the notice, please allow me to invite Chairman to share his opening speech. Chairman.
Thank you, Honorary Secretary. Accordingly, I now call the meeting to order. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 55th Annual General Meeting of the Singapore Cancer Society. Last year marked a historic year for Singapore Cancer Society as we celebrated 55 years of impacting the lives of hundreds of thousands of our beneficiaries. The Society has evolved significantly in its service offerings, and enormous efforts have been placed into transforming the organization. This is so that we can provide greater holistic integrated care for the cancer community. The management has developed more impact-centric plans and is determined to minimize cancer and to maximize lives. Today, SCS is the only charity that offers a full spectrum of programs and services to assist Singaporeans in their cancer journey from start to end. We have evolved to provide cancer education and awareness outreach programs to empower the public with information to help them minimize getting cancer or to seek early treatment and to undergo screenings at no cost, such as for colorectal, breast, and cervical cancers. For cancer patients who require financial and welfare assistance, SCS has several funding schemes and programs to help them and their family. SCS also started the first cancer rehabilitation center in Singapore to help recovering cancer patients regain normalcy in their lives. This is in addition to providing psychosocial services and support group activities to help survivors cope with cancer. And right up to the end of a cancer patient's journey, our hospice care team is by their side, supporting them so that they can live more comfortably and with dignity. SCS also organizes events like the TopMed Singapore Cancer Society Relay for Life and the Singtel Singapore Cancer Society Race Against Cancer. These events are to raise funds and galvanize the public to come forward to support the cancer community. But we didn't do all this alone. Community support and partnerships are extremely crucial to SCS in expanding and strengthening the outreach in the collective fight against cancer. 2019 saw a number of strategic partnerships, such as with the National Cancer Centre Singapore, or NCCS, which includes a dedicated cancer genetic service screening program to help detect cancer early. In addition, SCS will also be co-locating with NCCS at their new building by 2022. This is to offer seamless integrated care to the community, which will also see a dedicated acute cancer rehabilitation center, the first of its kind, being developed to provide a one-stop holistic care plan for cancer patients. SCS also partnered the National University Cancer Institute Singapore, or NCIS, to intensify colorectal cancer screening efforts. This resulted in the successful implementation of fecal immunochemical test, or FIT, kit distribution being integrated into their community health programs throughout the year. The needs of our community is ever changing, and SCS has to stay ahead of the curve to be relevant by adopting new engagement efforts. Last year, SCS partnered leading tech firm OneConnect to leverage on technology and develop an artificial intelligence chatbot. This will greatly improve the user experience on the SCS website so as to provide timely care services. SCS also collaborated with social media influencers and celebrities who volunteered with us to raise greater awareness about cancer to the young and the young at heart. A web film series supported by Parkway Cancer Centre was also commissioned to educate the public and make it easier for them to relate to the cancer topic. Our beneficiaries' lives have transformed because of SCS's programs and services that have given them the opportunity to lead a more wholesome and improved life. In fact, many have stepped up to volunteer back with SCS or given back to the community through initiatives like Cancer Can Give. This program was created in partnership with biopharmaceutical company AstraZeneca to give survivors the chance to get involved in meaningful and impactful activities with social cause. However, more needs to be done as SCS and the community are faced with mounting challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our fundraising activities have been affected, and we do need more of these partnerships to sustain or expand services to meet patients' needs. Nevertheless, SCS is cognizant of the global situation and remains committed to ensuring that our beneficiaries continue to receive the much needed help. As we move ahead, SCS will also be embarking on even more partnerships and initiatives to serve more and serve better. This includes tele-support services at hospitals across Singapore to allow for timely care and assistance while observing safe distancing measures and intensifying screening in the community by collaborating with corporate partners to ramp up participation. We will also be piloting a new project to offer fit kit collections online for greater convenience to the public. For our cancer survivors who wish to return back to work, you'll be happy to know we will be collaborating with Workforce Singapore on a return to work program to assist you with employment support. Our engagement with our cancer community will also continue even more through digital events like our fundraising concerts and the virtual Race Against Cancer. And when SCS moves to the NCCS building in addition to the establishment of the dedicated acute cancer rehabilitation center, an interactive learning hub is also planned to be developed. This will further educate and empower the public to understand their cancer journey by providing them insights and a glimpse into the actual experience coping with cancer. With this co-location within NCCS, cancer patients who require financial aid, welfare, rehabilitation, or hospice support will no longer have to travel to multiple locations for assistance. This means it will be hassle-free and more convenient for them. Direct medical care from NCCS and additional assistance from SCS can be easily obtained all under one roof. As we gear up for our big move to the new NCCS building and the years ahead, the role SCS plays in Singapore and to the lives of cancer patients is now even more important than ever. The organization has recently embarked on a 2-year organizational development journey supported by the National Council of Social Service to refine our processes and strategies to deliver higher quality, innovative, sustainable, and engaging programs and services to impact the cancer community. The fight against cancer never sleeps, and we hope you will continue to support Singapore Cancer Society in our journey. We will now proceed with the business of this meeting as per the agenda set out in the notice. Item 1 of the agenda is to adopt the minutes of the 54th AGM. As electronic voting is not covered in the SCS Constitution, proposing and seconding of all agenda items will be conducted by the council members. May I have a council member to propose the adoption of the minutes of the 54th AGM?
Mr. Chairman, I propose the adoption of the minutes of the AGM.
Thank you. May I have someone to second the adoption of the minutes of the meeting?
Mr. Chairman, I second the adoption of the minutes of the AGM.
Thank you. As of the deadline to vote, SCS received a total of 25 members' proxy forms in favor of the 54th AGM minutes. I declare the minutes of the 54th AGM, having been duly proposed and seconded, adopted. The next item on the agenda is to adopt the 2019 annual report. As last year was Singapore Cancer Society's 55th anniversary, the annual report highlighted the history, growth, and success in impacting the lives of the cancer community over the decades. Emphasis was placed on featuring the beneficiaries themselves, those whose lives have transformed because of SCS's programs and services that assisted them to lead a more wholesome and improved life. The annual report also detailed the various outreach activities and partnerships SCS embarked with healthcare, government, and private institutions, which saw the society champion a variety of initiatives to reduce cancer incidence and improve cancer care. May I have a council member to propose the adoption of the 2019 annual report?
Mr. Chairman, I propose the adoption of the 2019 annual report.
Thank you. May I have a council member to second the adoption of the 2019 annual report?
Mr. Chairman, I second the adoption of the 2019 annual report.
Thank you. As of the deadline to vote, SCS received a total of 25 members' proxy forms in favor of the 2019 annual report. I declare the 2019 annual report having been duly proposed and seconded, adopted. Item 3 on the agenda deals with the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2019. May I have a council member to propose the adoption of the audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2019?
Mr. Chairman, I propose the adoption of the Society's financial statements.
Thank you. May I have a seconder, please?
Mr. Chairman, I second the adoption.
Thank you. As of the deadline to vote, SCS received a total of 25 members' proxy forms in favor of the audited financial statement. I declare the Society's audited financial statements for the year ended 31st December 2019, having been duly proposed and seconded, adopted. Item 4 of the agenda deals with the election of council members pursuant to Rule 7, 1 subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Society. Ladies and gentlemen, as at the close of nomination on Wednesday, 17th June 2020, a total of 6 nominations were received for election to the council. Of those nominated, 4 are council members re-nominated, namely Associate Professor Ravindran Kanesvaran, Mr. Chu Sri Che, Ms. Ko Minjut Hui Hua, and Mr. Pek Tiong Bun, who have completed their term of office at this AGM. Mr. Kenny Rivera and Mr. Calvin Wu are co-opted members who have been nominated to serve as council members. All the nominees are eligible for election, and the nominations have been duly proposed and seconded. Each one has also given his or her consent to be a candidate for office. All nominees have joined us online for the meeting today. These nominees, if elected, will serve on the council for a period of 2 years from the date of this AGM. Now, as there are 6 available vacancies for the council and only 6 candidates have been nominated, there is no requirement for the society to conduct a ballot pursuant to Rule 911 of the society's constitution. All the 6 nominees are then deemed to have been elected. Thank you. I pass the floor to our treasurer to say a few words.
On behalf of the Singapore Cancer Society, I wish to acknowledge and recognize our retiring council member, Mr. Ang Yi Meng. Mr. Ang will be stepping down as Honorary Secretary, a position he held since 2014. He was first elected to the council in 2013. He contributed his time and expertise to the SCS's Honorary Legal Counsel. Mr. Ang also provided guidance to the SCS team as a member of the SCS IT Steering Committee, the SCS Community Partnership Committee, as well as the SCS Facilities and Relocation Committee. Although Mr. Ang will be stepping down from the council, we are thankful that he will be continuing to contribute to SCS in different capacities. We thank him for his invaluable contribution of dedicated service and stewardship for 7 years to Singapore Cancer Society.
Thank you.
Now, the next item on the agenda deals with the reappointment of the Auditor of the Society measures RSM Cheo Lim LLP. At the recommendation of the Audit Committee and endorsement of the Council, we would like to put before the members to reappoint measures RSM Cheo Lim LLP as the Society's Auditor at the rate of $30,000, the same as for financial year 2019. Under the Charities Act, a charity shall change its auditor at least once every 5 years, whether to another auditor from the same auditing firm or another firm. SCS Council would like to put forth to the AGM for the reappointment of measures RSM Cheo Lim LLP under a new partner in charge, Ms. Tan Wei Ling, being the first year of audit under her charge. May I have a council member to propose the reappointment of measures RSM Cheo Lim LLP as the Auditor of the Society for the year ending 31st December 2020.
Mr. Chairman, I propose the reappointment of Mrs. RSM Cheo Lim as the Auditor of the Society.
Thank you. May I have a council member to second the reappointment, please?
Mr. Chairman, I second the reappointment.
Thank you. As of the deadline to vote, SCS received a total of 25 members' proxy forms in favor of the appointment of measures RSM Cheo Lim LLP. I declare the reappointment of measure RSM Cheo Lim LLP as the Auditor of the Society for the year ending 31st December 2020. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this AGM. I have been informed by the CEO that no questions has been received for any matters that may be transacted at this meeting. Accordingly, I declare the meeting closed. Now, before we all leave the meeting, this is the first virtual AGM that SCS has organized. Let us all take a group photo Please, everyone, turn on your video, and I will count to three. And at the count of three, please smile and look into your camera. All on. Okay, here goes. 1, 2, 3.
There's a few pages that we need to screenshot. There are few pages you got to wait a while. We are screening through the various pages. Continue to smile. Okay, we shift the page and screenshot. Okay, we are at page. We're going to go through it again. Once we are done, we'll let you know. Okay. Continue smiling.
Please smile.
Are we okay?
All done?
Are we done?
Okay, good. Thank you, everyone, for attending this virtual AGM, and we'll see you again next year. Thank you.
Thank you.